Hello. That was really awkward. You want to say hi? Say hi. Ooh, he needs a bath. As you obviously can tell by the title, I wanted to talk about my updated BBL. As most of you know, I rescheduled my BBL, and so that is what I'm going to talk to you guys about today. Sorry, I ate and clearly I needed a toothpick. So let me bring you guys just a smidge closer. The reasoning for my, do you want to come up here? You want to come up? The reason why I rescheduled my appointment, as most of you know, I was supposed to fly out March 6th, 2020. That is not going to happen. Some things that occurred. Basically, as most of you know who my doctor is Jonathan Fisher, and Jonathan Fisher is very particular in, sorry, that was a chair, but Jonathan Fisher is just very particular in his patients. And as a surgeon, you should be definitely, if someone's health is not up to par, I don't think proceeding with a surgery is a good idea. I think honestly, if your health is at a good state, and if you, as you guys know, with surgery comes, you know, there are possibilities of something happening. Who's to say, you know, something, you know, whatever, but you know, here we don't think like that. We think positive here, but so there is a possibility for that. However, I will say that if your body or if your health is not up to par, you probably shouldn't have surgery. I wouldn't suggest it. But I'm not a doctor, I'm not a surgeon, so, but I have taken classes. And so basically what happened with me was, so this was a month prior. I can't remember the exact date I received this email. I'm gonna have to like look back, but basically I got an email from Dr. Fisher's assistants and nurses and whatnot saying, hey, you know, surgery's close. We need you to do this, 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 and this, and focus on this, this, this. So they basically give you an outline of what you're supposed to be doing before your surgery to kind of get you prepared. Now, I followed all of those rules. I followed, and I think I don't remember when I got that email. Now, I stopped drinking over a month before my surgery because I was preparing. So I stopped drinking, as you should. You should stop smoking and all that. So I've been very to my health. However, I will say that one thing I did not do and I should have done, I didn't know that it was so important, is I still wasn't watching what I was eating. And I was not consuming as much water as I should have been. So therefore, when I went in initially for my first pre-op appointment with my PCP, I was told that everything came back good. I'm healthy. I'm a good candidate for this surgery. I'm healthy, thank God, and all of that. One thing that came back that was not so good, I guess, was my alt levels. And as you guys know, your alt levels has something to do with your liver. And so my enzymes in my liver were elevated, and therefore they were elevated. I'm going to give you guys like a little bit of an idea. So they're supposed to be under 33. My levels were at a 43. I'm going to be completely honest. My levels were at a 43. And so they told me, okay, wait 10 days, drink a bunch of water, eat healthy, and it should go down, and then go visit your PCP again. That's what I ended up doing. My levels went up. So it was not enough time for my body to really because after all of the food that I was intaking and after everything that I was consuming, I mean, I was still drinking juice, I was still drinking pop and like stuff like that. And it's like, you have to be very careful. You need to start, when going into a surgery like this, when they tell you to prep, really prep. And that's something that I did not do, unfortunately. And so what ended up happening was I went to my PCP again, and basically my levels went up. So they went up to 49. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, how are they rising if I'm doing everything I'm supposed to be doing? Now, stress can cause this to go up. So I think I was being very, very stressed, and I was stressing myself out because I was like, I need to get them down. And of course they shot up. And then, you know what? I decided I'm gonna go get an ultrasound. So I went to get an ultrasound, and this was a few days ago, and I just wanted to see if, for whatever reason, I wanted to make sure that my body was good. I wanted to make sure that there was nothing going on of the sort down there in my liver, in my spleen, in my any part of the right side of my abdomen. I just wanted to make sure that that cavity in that right side was good. There was nothing going on in there. Thankfully, nothing was out of the ordinary. No type of, you know, anything to be alarmed about. It was all good. It was from my poor eating habits, poor drinking habits. So therefore, I went ahead and decided, you know what? I'm not going to stress myself out, and I am okay with waiting for the surgery. I'm not in a rush. Let me just schedule it further out. So what I decided to do was, I thought long and hard to myself. I said, do I really want to recover over the summer, or do I want to enjoy my summer and then go in the fall time when it's not too cold and not too hot when I come back? I don't want to come back to like hot weather, and I don't want to come back to snow. So I thought, you know what, we'll wait until September 4th is when I am flying out. So September 4th is when it's all going to happen, and I will keep you guys updated. I will do videos on health and all that stuff, and you know, my journey pretty much, so then you guys are pretty much aware of things that, you know, could go wrong, but like, it wasn't my doctor, it wasn't my PCP, it was no one but me. This was my fault. I wanted to have the surgery, and I wasn't eating foods that were nutritious to my body. My body's obviously going to recover. I didn't think too much about it. I still ate what I wanted to. I was still at the fast food places. I was still drinking whatever, you know, not alcohol though, but you know, and you have to make sure that, you know, you're not doing stuff like that. Just make sure that you are taking care of your body before surgery. There's like, my eyes red. I'm not high, I don't smoke, but do you guys see that? It's like red for some reason. I've been at the hair salon all day, so I don't know. But make sure, coming from someone who had to reschedule or chose to really reschedule, take care of your body. It is so important to take care of your body before you go into surgery. Start 2 months ahead. That's my next plan. I have my surgery September. I'm gonna start eating fresh and healthy, and you know, taking long walks and long jogs in like July or August. You know, I'm gonna start really taking care of my body then. Until that happens, I'm going to enjoy my summer. That's not saying that I'm going to go out and drink and stuff like that. No, I don't really find drinking and going out to be fun to me anymore, but I will be enjoying my summer, taking trips, eating good food and stuff like that. So I do also want to mention the stuff that I was eating. So picture this, and this was the hardest thing I had to do. I did not like it, but so for a week straight, I was eating healthy. It's not that bad to me. I eat healthy all the time. I like eating healthy. Sometimes I indulge, but because my levels went up, they had risen, I wanted to bring them down quick. So my meals and my meals consisted of smoothies, morning and afternoon. And then for dinner, I was eating turmeric chicken. As you guys know, turmeric's really good for you. It has so many benefits, and I will get into more detail about that too. Really feeding your body really good stuff before surgery, because you really just want to have the best, smoothest recovery. So I will talk to you guys more about that if you guys are interested. But this is basically my PSA. Please, 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 if you're having surgery, take care of your body at least 2 months before your surgery, or even when you book it, take care of your body, like, or just because, you know, we should. Just take care of it. So I totally forgot to mention this, but this was something else that happened. And so this was another reason why I wanted to schedule my appointment later down the year. No, I was going to be staying at a recovery house, and these recovery houses are designed for clients like me, patients like me, to go down, have surgery, and then somewhere to kind of reside until, you know, it's time to go home. So I wanted to stay at the recovery house that was suggested to me, and I got some news on like Wednesday or Thursday, so a few days ago actually. So keep in mind that I was going to be leaving less than 2 weeks when I did receive this phone call. So the manager from the recovery house called me personally and said, hey, we are going to refund you your money. So I ended up paying a little over $1,300 to stay there for a week. She said, we are going to refund you your money. We're sending you a check for like $1,400. And we want to let you know that the recovery house has shut down. It's closed, so blah, blah, blah. Keep in mind, this, I mean, in about 10-ish days, I have left until I was supposed to leave, until I made the decision to schedule it further down down the year. God, I can't talk. So when she, you know, informed me that the recovery house was no longer an option, I had no choice but to get my money refunded to me by check, and now I have to look for somewhere else to stay. So that also played like a factor in the reason why I wanted to just wait a little bit longer, was because it's almost stressful to find somewhere to stay less than 2 weeks left. I understand that Miami has so many different places that, you know, I'm able to stay and stuff, but I like to have things planned out. Stuff like that kind of gives me anxiety when it's like, when it's not planned out and I don't know where I'm going or doing. So I think it worked out perfectly fine. After getting the phone call from her telling me that basically I'm not staying there, I'm getting my money refunded to me, blah, blah, blah. After her phone call to me, I knew that that was just confirmation that I should just wait. And so that's why that's another reason why I am waiting as long as I am. I will be staying at a hotel with my mom, so I think it just worked out perfectly fine. I don't mind. I'm perfectly okay with it. So yeah, I wanted to put that out there too. If you guys are wanting to stay at Jolie Plastic Surgery Recovery House, I think is what it was usually called, or Jolie Recovery House, they are no longer open. Thursday, that's when, because she said we will be mailing a check, and I knew that she was going to be mailing a check on a Friday. So last Thursday, so, you know, or this past Thursday, sorry. So this was a Sunday. Few days ago she told me that, and that's about a week. Sorry, my dog's right here. So that only gave me a week and a day to really find somewhere else to go, and not to mention, I mean, I had to wait for a check, and it was just way too much. So thankfully it worked out the way it was supposed to work out. So yeah, I also do want to mention that, so be mindful about that. I think honestly recovery houses are a good option, but I think honestly after a little while I just decided I think I would rather stay at a hotel with my mom. I don't know why I feel safer that way, but I do. And yeah, so thank you guys so much again for watching this video. If you guys have any questions, just place them down below. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. You want to say hi? You just keep looking up at the camera. Oh my goodness, he is a ball of fun. So thank you guys again so much for watching this video. I am going to be updating you guys more and more as the months go by. So yeah, I will see you guys in the next video.